Best example I got of this, I was invited to give a speech in Princeton, New Jersey, and then the next day I was speaking in Midtown Manhattan. Well, you saw earlier where I grew up. I'm from southern Indiana, a very small town, grew up on a farm, and I'm thinking, I'm always challenging myself to do stuff that I've never had the opportunity to do before, just different wild stuff. And I'm thinking, every day there are thousands of people that get up and fight rush hour traffic into Midtown Manhattan. They commute into Midtown Manhattan, they fight that traffic, the aggressive drivers. I've got to experience that once. So I fly into Newark, I rent a car from Hertz, I go to Princeton, New Jersey, give my speech. Next morning I get up and I'm driving this car into Midtown Manhattan. What an experience. You talk about aggressive driving and bumper to bumper and just incredible this rush hour. I've never had anything like that in my life. And I finally find the building in Midtown Manhattan where I'm giving the speech, and I park in the parking garage and I go up and I give the speech. Great audience, just like you guys. Just fabulous, incredible experience for me. So my adrenaline is pumping off the charts. I go and I get the rental car. I pay the $300 to get out of the parking garage. And now I'm driving to LaGuardia to fly back home. And the skyline of Manhattan is so incredible, isn't it? And it was a perfect spring day. Gosh, it's just one of the most beautiful sights on the planet. So I'm looking at the skyline, and it's a beautiful day, and my adrenaline's pumping off the charts because the audience was so great, the speech went so great. And it's one of those things you think is always going to happen to somebody else. They call it crash and dash. Two guys will work together. One guy pulls up beside you, the other guy's in front of you. The guy in front of you, as traffic is moving normally, stands on his brakes. There's nowhere to evade, and these two guys split the money they make from a settlement because of a rear-end collision. I'm driving along, I'm looking at how beautiful the city is. Man, I'm adrenaline off the charts, not even noticing the guy in the flatbed truck in front of me just stands on his brakes. Bang! Fortunately, my car wasn't damaged. But the one from Hertz was totaled. My car was home, And the airbag went off, and it sounded like somebody shot a shotgun in the car. And, I think when something like that happens, so unexpected, all of us just kind of go on automatic pilot. You know what I'm talking about? We behave very robotically. We just get through it. I pry open the door of the car. I run up, make sure the guy I hit was okay. Police later told me his 11th rear-end collision of the month. I go back, I find my cell phone under the deflated airbag. I dial 911. Then I realize there's one more call I got to make. Because we've all rented cars, and you've all seen that thing on the ticket jacket. If you've been in an accident, call the police, then call Hertz. So for the first time in my life, I got to call Hertz and tell them I've crashed their car. But I'm still on automatic pilot. I am a robot. I'm operating by instinct. I dial the number. She answers on the first ring. Hertz, how may I help you? Very robotically, I said, yes, I've been involved in an accident at this mile marker. I need a record, need to get a ride to the airport. Here's my rental record number. I read it to her, and she says, Mr. McKain? I said, yes. She said, well, I've got it right here, but first of all, sir, are you okay? But I'm still on instinct. Yes, ma'am, I'm fine, but I need a record at this location. I need to get a ride to the airport. She interrupts again. She says, excuse me, sir, I hope you don't mind me saying, but you don't sound okay. Are you sure that you're all right? And for the first time since the accident, I took a deep breath and kind of got my legs underneath me and said, well, I'm sorry, ma'am. Yes, I'm very shook up, but I'm not injured. I'm okay. She said, great, because Hertz can always get another car. We can never get another Mr. McKain. I didn't mean to hit him. He stopped. I'm so sorry. At that moment, I became a Hertz customer for life, forever. Are you kidding me? Avis is $1 cheaper. I don't care. Hertz has told me I'm more important than their stinking cars, right? I'm not going anywhere else. Now think about and break down what just happened. Level 1, processing. She took the information. She processed the claim. She did what I had a right to expect her to do because I spent my money with Hertz. Level 2, service. She answered on the first ring. She asked if I was okay, right? She made the processing not feel processed. She did a great job at that. But I'm going to tell you at level 3, and this is where that business growth you've been talking about is generated. When she made it personal and she made it emotional, and notice it didn't take her long to do it, and it even happened over the telephone. Think about the opportunities you have when someone steps out of a dressing room. That's when I became a customer for life. Thank you for the chance to be with you this morning. I really appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.